हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम। दिस इज़ ज़रार खान और आज हम इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं आमना का। और आपने इनको बहुत डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स के बारे में बात करते हुए सुना हुआ है, बहुत डिफरेंट सेलिब्रिटीज़ के साथ बात करते हुए सुना है, बट टुडे वी आर आस्किंग हर अबाउट हर हेल्थ एंड फिटनेस जर्नी। सो इट्स अ डिफरेंट एपिसोड, लेट्स गेट इनटू इट। ऑलराइट, सो
I feel I'm going to be interrogated now. I feel very scared.
I have some
Okay.
fun questions for you,
Okay.
not very serious.
Okay. What is it with you kids and fitness? I mean, it's like everybody's after my life, but yeah, okay, go ahead.
I think in the past few years, काफी fact बन चुका है.
हाँ.
More than people just caring about their health. There's a lot of people who just do it for the optics. They
Yeah.
want to look good. Instagram is a big thing.
Yeah.
TikTok is a big thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's on camera.
Yeah.
Most people you know have a public profile now.
Yeah,
of
that's true.
some sort.
That's true.
तो अच्छा लगना उस हिसाब से
हाँ.
body dysmorphia बहुत ज़्यादा promote हो चुका है दुनिया
True,
में.
true.
So I think going to the gym is just like
So
very
before
cool.
you were an actor and before you were an influencer, you were a fitness trainer as well.
I was a fitness trainer.
And
मैंने
somewhere between the acting and the food,
yeah.
there was fitness. Okay.
Food was my first passion.
First
I
love.
think I was 12 years old जब मैंने पहली दफा BBC Food गलती से लगाया था.
Okay.
और एक शेफ है नाइजेला
बिल्कुल
लॉसन
है जी.
from the UK.
जी जी.
और मैं उसका मैं शो देख रहा था.
At 12 you were watching Nigella.
Yes.
I wonder why.
मैंने कार्ड Of
Okay,
course.
Of course, yeah.
So that's where I fell in love with cooking and food.
Okay.
And that's where like the passion started from. और बस तब से लेके आज तक मेरी जो main content consumption है वो खाने के shows हैं. All different types. Review shows, cooking shows. मुझे बस बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है for some reason
हाँ, नहीं
देखने
नजर
में.
आ it shows that you're having fun.
And somehow after that I started cooking, especially when I got into fitness. मेरी cooking journey वहाँ से ज़्यादा शुरू हुई थी because I needed to cook food that was good.
Right.
And also healthy.
Right.
और मेरी अम्मी ने कहा था कि मैं तुम्हारे खाने नहीं बना सकती, घर का खाना खाना है तो खाओ, वरना जो करना है कर लो.
जो करना है कर लो.
Exactly.
Peach iced tea की जो रेसिपी है ना उस पर मैं जरा बात करूंगी क्योंकि मैं भी बनाती हूँ. But yeah, okay, over to you.
All right. So first question: fitness at 49.
Yes.
First of all,
Yes.
49.
Yes.
If you had not told me, and if you hadn't told me how old your kids were, I would not guess.
Yes. How old
A
are
day
you?
above. If I had to guess, I would have said 40, 41.
Okay, no, how old are you?
I am 29.
29.
Yes.
Okay, so I have an almost 25-year-old. And yeah, fitness and 49. बहुत देर से ख्याल आया.
कैसे
ख्याल आया?
कैसे ख्याल
कि
आया?
करना है ये?
क्या were you bullied into it? क्योंकि ये बड़े लोगों का होता है, लोग fat shaming करते हैं.
So I've been fat shamed all my life.
Okay.
And not by people in my professional career, because they kind of realized that writing was my skill and they really appreciated me for it. But more, I think, extended family people. I mean, and it wasn't like mean, but it was just so normal, to call somebody mota. It was like,
Casual comments.
Casual comment. The moti comment was like so normally like slipped into every conversation. I would call that fat shaming. But
Definitely.
it is, right? And yeah, I was always made conscious of my weight, but it never bothered
But ये
me.
negative तरीके से कहते थे या?
It's always negative.
It's always negative.
It's always negative.
Yeah, कुछ लोग people disguise it as a joke. Some people are
They
very
do,
obvious with it.
They do. No, it's disguised as a joke or disguised as, oh, we're so worried about your health. But, you need to lose weight. But it's when you're growing up and you're a teenager, it's like शादी नहीं होगी. शादी हो जाती है, then it's like, बच्चे पैदा करने में problem होगी. या PCOS हो जाएगा. कुछ नहीं हुआ, कुछ मतलब अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हो भी सकता था. But but somewhere in my mid-40s, I love traveling, and I realized that I was enabled to do a lot of things that I wanted to do.
Okay.
And I said, okay, now let's do something different.
So how has that journey been for you? In terms of when you start that late, it's a big hill to climb.
Yeah.
Were you active at any other point in your life, school, college, later on? कभी gym या कुछ sports या कुछ? अच्छा.
Never.
Zero gym. या?
Zero gym. Zero gym. I think I've never played a sport.
Okay.
Only mind games. And the only physical activity that I ever enjoyed was swimming in water.
Okay.
And because it's also easy on the knees and it's like, so I'm a Pisces. I love water. I love all forms of water.
I'm a Cancer and I love water.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So it makes sense,
One
right?
of the
Crabs and
three water
fish.
sign, yeah.
Exactly. So put me anywhere near water and I was happy. So swimming was, but then in Pakistan you don't have many places to go.
Explains the traveling also.
Explains the traveling exactly. So वो था, वो I used to love. उसके अलावा नहीं.
Okay. So once you started, how was
So I've
that
been
handled?
going for a couple of months now.
Okay.
And I have to say that I was recommended to Muscle Matters by Zeba Bakhtiar. And her goal was to have a six-pack at 60.
Okay.
And she's in her 50s. And she has 4, by the way. She has
Okay.
abs. And she was
2
like...
more to go.
Yeah, 2 more to go. And she's like, if anybody can do it. And I said, well, no. And she said, no, but just start.
Yeah.
So I went to Muscle Matters and I got a personal trainer, which recommended by her, Parvez, who's really good. He didn't pressurize me into doing things that I was uncomfortable with. There was no jumping or panting or sweating or cardio. It was just very, very focused and I would say high intensity, like almost intellectual strength training, weights uthao.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So you're
weights
not
uthao.
just the
No.
treadmill wali auntie.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all on the treadmill at all. I'm not on the treadmill at all. I do 5 minutes of cardio on the bike, on the
Okay.
cycle, and after that it's just focused weight training because I realized that my muscles were inactive. I mean, he'd press a muscle and he said, "Dard ho rahi hai?" I said, "Nahi." I couldn't even feel it because they were so inactive.
Years of not.
Years of inactivity, yeah.
So, in terms of, like, I've already asked you what flipped the switch, but was there a moment where you were like,
Paris.
Paris? Okay.
My holiday to Paris this year, and I had always wanted to go to Paris. And as a fashion journalist, of course, Paris is the center of fashion
Yeah.
style in the world, and I hadn't been. So I planned a trip to, and also I made a resolution 5 years ago that मैं हर साल एक नई जगह जाऊंगी. I had to go to a new destination. I've been maintaining it through COVID and everything.
What are the
Alhamdulillah.
5 places that you've been to?
In the last 5 years that I hadn't been to before.
Yeah.
Well, last year I crossed the Atlantic. I went to America for the first time. Usse pehle I went to Maldives. I went to Turkey. I was going to new places every year.
Okay.
Oh, I went to Rome. I went to Switzerland.
Okay.
So yeah, I did the traveling. I was fine till last year. This year when I went to Paris, I couldn't walk. I do 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 steps and I would be completely out of breath. I would be dying and my friend was with me and, I was like, I can't do this. And the one day I went over 10,000 steps, I had such terrible cramps in my legs. I said, I'm going to die. And
This has a lot to do with our general lifestyle also, not just
Yeah.
someone who doesn't work out or doesn't exercise. A lot of
Yeah.
people who work out, when they go on vacation, वो 10-15 हज़ार steps करके फिर बैठ जाते
बस
हैं
हो
एक दिन
जाती
के
है
लिए।
हाँ बस हो जाती है मेरी बस पैकअप हो गया था मेरा पूरा
So that's when you
I
decided
was
कि
like, no, I
कुछ
need to.
करना पड़ेगा।
Plus, my father is diabetic, and he's in his mid-80s, and now, alhamdulillah, he's still working. But उनका भी सारा दिमाग वाला काम है,
Okay.
and उनको उठने बैठने में problem होती है घुटनों में.
Oh, okay.
His knees have no
Yeah.
muscle strength at all. He does stop going places because if you have to sit low, उठ नहीं सकेंगे, सीढ़ी नहीं ले सकते. So I was like, I really don't want to go down that road, So you
Yeah,
better.
in the next 15, 20
Absolutely.
years, you will be approaching that
Absolutely.
age where
Yeah.
these problems
And my
come
physio
in.
said you're developing arthritis in one knee, ortho.
Okay.
And he said, stop taking steps. And my trainer said, if you stop today, you will not be able to do it anything after 10 years. So no, take steps.
That is a good trainer.
हाँ, करें, सब कुछ करें, कुछ नहीं रोकना. But do it like sensibly. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to your regimen. So what is your fitness and nutrition regimen? What changes did you bring in? Apart from starting to work out, what are other habits that you thought of
So,
changing?
I'm surprisingly a healthy eater until it comes to sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that is the
that was my next question.
Ji,
What are the 3 foods that have been hardest to
No,
cut out
I
for
have not been able to give up on sugar
Okay.
at all. How do you give up on sugar?
This is
Mr.
my
Fitness,
also.
please tell me.
So sugar is my weakness also,
It is,
and
right?
sugar was for me the easiest thing to cut out when I started working out and I started my fitness thing. The first 4-5 years of it, मुझे बचपन से chocolate इतनी पसंद नहीं थी, and it's between 26 and now 29 that I've just developed this affinity for sweet things. पता नहीं क्यों. And right now मेरी बाकी diet बिल्कुल okay होती है, but I give myself one sugary snack a day.
A day.
Yeah.
हाँ, same
मेरा
here.
एक होता है कि इतना piece of something ना मैंने बस रात को खाना है, which if someone is a trainer or a fitness enthusiast, you will hate me for. But मेरी हमेशा से जब मैं trainer भी था या जब मैं लोगों को advice देता हूँ, I tell them make it something that you can do
Yeah.
for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And if having a couple of bites of a brownie or a cookie makes you do that,
Gets
then
you
go
through
for
the
it.
day, yeah.
Because what is it? It's what, 100, 150, 200 calories. You're eating 1500 calories, 2000 calories a day. उससे कुछ नहीं होगा. So
Don't deprive
are you?
yourself.
Yeah, don't deprive yourself because you're just gonna start hating it.
Yeah.
जब आपको एक चीज बुरी लगना शुरू हो जाए ना, ये मैं अपने क्लाइंट्स को हमेशा कहता था कि अगर आपको ये चीज बुरी लग गई ना, तो फिर उस पॉइंट पे मैं आपको हेल्प नहीं कर सकूंगा, because you're not going to come, you're going to lie to me about what you eat. If I give you an assignment to do in terms of on your off day वगैरह, आपने वो नहीं करनी है, और आप मुझे कहेंगे मैंने की है, और फिर हम confused होंगे कि आपके results क्यों नहीं आ रहे.
Right.
So it's very important to keep people happy with the journey. Okay, so 3 foods in specific. जो
3
आपको-
food items that I can't resist.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Or-
sugar, all forms of sugar.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I love chocolate, but you can give me any kind of sugar, any time of the day.
वो देसी मिठाई हो या वो
मिठाई
brownie
हो,
या
हलवा
कुछ.
हो, ब्राउनी हो, खाली चीनी हो, ब्राउन शुगर हो, वाइट शुगर हो, गन्ने का रस हो, जूस हो, फल हो, फल
गन्ने
हो.
का जूस इतना अंडररेटेड
इतना
ड्रिंक
ही
है ना.
अंडररेटेड चीज है, खुदा की कसम, किसी को समझ ही नहीं आता. ये हम लाहौरियों को
ये
समझ आता है
गन्ने का जूस
कि
is
जो रॉ
pure
है ना, रॉ,
cocaine.
इट इज प्योर. आई मीन या, और वो जो निकालते हैं ना, वो पता नहीं मक्खियों का जूस भी जा रहा होता है, साथ साथ
सब जा
उसमें
रहा
से
होता
जा
है.
रहा होता है. मतलब
थोड़ा
उसमें
सा
वो-
मक्खी, थोड़ा सा
थोड़ा
नींबू.
मक्खी और थोड़ा नींबू
और ginger.
थोड़ा अदरक.
Yes.
Oh my god, and ice.
Exactly.
It's heaven.
It's amazing.
It's heaven. How can you
मैंने
deprive
अभी
somebody of that?
recently पिया after about 3-4 years of resisting it, और वो पहला जो sip था ना, वो एक
ओफ.
sometimes you eat something और आपको ना बस एकदम एक rush of memories आता
Explosion,
है.
I know.
And I just got transported back to my nanny's
Yeah.
house जहाँ पे मैं पिया करता था.
Absolutely. अब तो पता नहीं, अब तो हैजा ही हो जाएगा हम पिए. I wouldn't trust it anymore, right? But
Yeah.
गन्ने, any form of sugar, any time of the day, I have had like moments of depression where रात को उठ के in the middle of the night like a zombie I'd go and just consume sugar.
Okay.
And the teeth obviously suffer, but yeah. Yeah, so sugar, any form. 1, potato chips. Potatoes, any
The
form.
classics.
Oh my god. Any form of potato.
Potatoes are also a very underrated food group.
They
क्योंकि
are.
potatoes को आप इतनी shapes और sizes और forms और cooking
I mean,
techniques
अगर
आप
आप
बना
एक
सकते हो.
आइलैंड पे डिजर्टेड आइलैंड पे आप फंसे हो और आप कहें यार एक सब्जी आपको अलाउड है, you choose potato.
Also, that's funny that you say it because potatoes have now, I think, scientifically been proven to have advanced the human civilization a lot. And like a lot of the advancement was down to us farming
Way to go,
potatoes. Because potatoes have been the easiest thing to farm and they provide the most amount of calories for the least amount of work. that
देखो
they
जी,
do.
you can boil them.
Yes.
Boiled potato मजे का होता है, उसमें कॉर्न डालो, मक्खन डालो, काली मिर्च नमक डालो, you have a meal. You can
Mashed
fry
potato
them.
अच्छा
You
होता
mashed
है.
potato अच्छा होता है, fried potato अच्छा होता है,
Baked potato अच्छा
baked
होता
potato
है.
अच्छा होता है. मतलब है कि हर फॉर्म में पोटैटो अच्छा
Exactly.
होता है.
और फ्राइड की तो 1000 किस्में हैं जिस तरीके से आप बना
फ्राइड तो
सकते
खैर नेक्स्ट लेवल है ना. हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. सो शुगर, पोटैटोज. तीसरी चीज क्या है? Irresistible.
चाय maybe? Are you a chai person?
I have 1 cup of tea in the morning.
Okay.
वो मुझे चाहिए होती है सुबह उठ के. वो भी
That's-
मेरे ख्याल है वो एडिक्शन ही है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि मैं बड़ी कोई डिपेंडेंट हूँ. हो जाती हूँ. ट्रैवल भी करती हूँ तो अपने टी बैग्स वो चाय लेके, कि ऐसा नहीं हो कि सुबह चाय ना मिले, you know. But that's it. 2 things. I'm only dependent on 2
On the
foods.
sugar and
The
potatoes.
sugar and potatoes. That's it.
ठीक है, यही killers होते हैं लोगों के.
नहीं, लोगों को होता है जी बर्गर्स या पिज्जाज या जंक फूड. नहीं, नो,
अच्छा.
नहीं,
उसके अलावा घर का खाना is good with you.
नो,
Okay.
no, I don't enjoy घर का खाना.
Okay.
I don't like the salan roti. I sometimes, but you give me something clean, give me clean salmon or clean
Okay,
food or
okay.
clean vegetables, and I'll be very happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the weight gain was just down to maybe the sugar and lack of activity.
जी
A lot of times लोगों के साथ ये होता है, उनको लगता है कि उनकी eating habits बहुत बुरी हैं, but उनकी सिर्फ moving habits बुरी होती हैं, वो हिलते नहीं हैं. And that when
तो
people
वही हूँ मैं
हाँ, क्योंकि a lot of people that I trained before, मैं उन्हें कहता था हिलना शुरू करो, पहला महीना आपकी डाइट में नहीं चेंज करूंगा,
Right.
जो खाना है जिस तरीके से खा रहे हो,
Right.
eat it. We'll come to it later, but we will first get used to moving. Because your body is just not used to moving. उसके साथ में आपका खाना भी काट दूँ,
Yeah.
तो आपने तो कहना है कि ज़रा पागल हो गया, मतलब मेरे साथ क्या कर रहा है.
So even Parvez didn't monitor my nutrition at all. All he said was, तीसरे महीने में कि you know, try adding protein to your diet. I said, okay, that's not a problem. Protein खाना कौन सा मुश्किल है? नहीं खाया जाता. अब वो पूछता है, 250 ग्राम chicken, not even 300 grams of protein. 250 ग्राम chicken is a quarter chicken, leg piece, tikka, whatever. Just इसमें क्या मुश्किल है? नहीं खाया जाता. अच्छा प्रोटीन शेक पी लें, नहीं पिया जाता. ओके एनर्जी तो चाहिए. हाँ
तो फिर आपने क्या किया, कैसे
कुछ
डाला?
नहीं.
कुछ नहीं किया अभी तो. ठीक है, अभी तो you've
I'm
started.
struggling with that.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
than the weights, I'm struggling with protein.
Yeah. Food is what makes or breaks you.
बहुत
And
मुश्किल है
generally with
भाई.
your
And
body
and
and your
and
health.
something very sensible that he said and really resonated with me is कि हम लोग जितनी डाइट्स करते हैं पूरी जिंदगी, they are designed to make us weak
Yeah.
because they're like they're so खोखली.
Restrictive होती हैं, या उनमें प्रोटीन नहीं होता, या उनमें मिनरल्स नहीं होते, या उनमें कैलोरीज ही नहीं होती कि आपको कुछ भी मिल जाए. मतलब वो 800 कैलोरीज वाली जो डाइट्स होती हैं, my friends do them. And I always tell them कि यार प्लीज ना करो. एक GM डाइट है जो बहुत फेमस है within girls my age especially, and all of my friends, the females, they've done it. All of them have done it at one point or another. जब उन्होंने हफ्ते में 5 किलो लूज करना होता है ना,
Really,
तो
what
फिर
the hell is a GM diet?
मुझे एग्जैक्टली अब पता नहीं है कि उसमें होता है कि आई थिंक सम गाय GM जिसने वो डिजाइन
Okay.
की थी उसका, और वो बस बहुत रिस्ट्रिक्टिव है कि वो दिन में
cabbage soup
काउंटेड
तो
हो.
नहीं है.
हाँ,
Cabbage soup diet तो नहीं है.
उसमें होता है कैबेज सूप आई
There you
थिंक.
go. Yeah.
It's that one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, moving on. Which gym character are you? Are you one, the social auntie जो ट्रेडमिल के साथ खड़ी होके आपस में बातें कर रही होती हैं? Are you the don't talk to me while I exercise, fully in the zone? Are you the cardio? You already said you aren't the cardio bunny. Or are you the selfie queen in the gym? इन चारों में से आप कौन सी है?
I think don't talk to me while I'm in the gym.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, मैं इन चारों में से कोई भी नहीं हूँ.
अच्छा.
नहीं, ना मैं सेल्फी क्वीन हूँ. जिम ट्रेडमिल वाली आंटी तो बिल्कुल नहीं हूँ, बिकॉज ट्रेडमिल तो मैं करती नहीं हूँ. कार्डियो भी नहीं. तीसरा क्या था?
Social.
सोशल नहीं. सोशल थोड़ा बहुत है. मतलब इफ आई सी समबडी आई नो, आई डोंट माइंड चैटिंग, बट आई मीन आई कांट. बट या.
ठीक है.
आई
Okay.
एम वेरी फोकस्ड इन द जिम.
What is the worst piece of advice you got from someone when you started your fitness journey? लोग बड़ी unsolicited advice देते हैं कि ये कर लो, वो कर लो. आपको तो
व्हाई आर यू स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग क्यों करी? पागल हो गई हो? वेट लूज कभी भी नहीं होगा. यू गेन वेट.
मसल्स बन जाएंगे, बॉडी बिल्डर लगना शुरू हो जाएगी.
ओके. ओके.
इतने लोग आते हैं और वो कहते हैं कि यार मैंने ना वेट्स नहीं, स्पेशली लड़कियों में ये प्रॉब्लम होती है बिकॉज उनको बताया इतना जाता है कि वेट्स ना करना, लड़कों की तरह लगना शुरू हो जाओगी. और ये इतनी बड़ी मिसकंसेप्शन है बिकॉज आपने लड़के की तरह लगना है या आपने लड़की की तरह लगना है, द वेट्स विल हेल्प यू लुक लाइक व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू लुक लाइक द बेस्ट. द कार्डियो वांट, आप 2 घंटे दिन के कार्डियो करें और अगर आप घंटा दिन का स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग कर लें, इट्स ऑल डिफरेंट.
और मैंने योगा भी की हुई है.
Great. Yoga, I started getting into yoga a little bit and it's been life changing.
It helped with my
Okay, अब आपको हम एक experiment में डाल रहे हैं.
Okay.
You are in an experiment for 1 year.
Okay.
और उस 1 साल के अंदर आपको एक फूड और एक ड्रिंक सिर्फ दिन में 3 meals a day आपको सिर्फ यही मिलेगा. What is that one thing that you are choosing to eat for that
For a
1
year?
For a year.
ये तो बहुत ज्यादा है.
कोई भी डिश है जो आपको दिन में 3 दफा मिलेगी और कुछ नहीं मिलेगा.
Oh damn. नहीं ये तो नहीं हो सकता. मर जाऊंगी मैं तो. Oh by the way, वो तो 3 foods है ना. Third addiction is coke.
Coke. Oh.
मगर मैं बहुत resist करती हूँ.
Okay.
मगर addiction है.
Have you shifted to Diet Coke?
No.
नहीं होता ना.
नहीं. I mean पूरे घर के बच्चे सब ये swear by Diet Coke. It's giving you Coke without the calories. मैं कहती हूँ नहीं यार. I don't want Coke without the calories. I need that spike of sugar. मुझे भला इतनी.
The sugar is what.
मुझे इतनी सी दे दो. हाँ sugar ही है ultimately. Carbonated sugar. अच्छा, so one food and one drink for a year? नहीं भाई बहुत मुश्किल है. Drink तो then would be water.
हम्म.
अगर मैंने साल भर और कुछ नहीं
नहीं
पीना
पानी तो आपको
अच्छा पानी मिल रहा
मिल
है.
रहा है.
It would probably be a fruit juice.
Okay.
Yeah, it would probably be some form of a fruit juice.
गन्ने का जूस.
गन्ने का रस 3 दफा पी रहे हो chugging गन्ने का रस. Food I would say what? आलू ही होंगे फिर.
आलू.
आलू और गन्ने. Oh my god. क्या होगा इस साल के
मैट
में?
डेमन की एक मूवी थी जिसके अंदर ही स्टक इन अ स्पेस स्टेशन समवेयर और वो एक साल वो भी सिर्फ आलू खाता है,
आलू
उगाता
खाता
है
है, हाँ.
और आलू पे सरवाइव कर रहा होता है.
There you go.
That's
It's
gonna be you.
possible. हाँ.
Okay, next up is let's talk about the industry a little bit. Fashion, film,
Okay.
TV.
Yeah.
A lot of body dysmorphia, a lot of not body positivity, but a lot of body negativity.
Yeah.
I've experienced this myself, fashion ke andar, photographers, stylists, directors.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
No, it's terrible. I think it's really really bad. It's very harmful. I think there's no control, there's no check and balance. और एक personal space में लोगों को body shame किया जाता है sets पे, you know, और दूसरा social media पे जो किया जाता
Photographers
है.
तो openly कह देते हैं पूरे
openly
set के
कहते हैं,
सामने.
हाँ. And नहीं होना चाहिए. नहीं होना चाहिए. But I hold brands responsible. जो लोग organize करें, जो production team है basically, if it's a brand or it's a production house, drama कर रही है, whatever, they are responsible for keeping an ethical and a responsible environment.
Code of
अगर
conduct.
yes, code of conduct अगर वो नहीं maintain कर रहे हैं तो उनका कसूर है. I mean classroom है तो teacher responsible है ना. अगर वहाँ bullying हो रही है तो जो production house है वो भले brand है या जो भी है, they're responsible. But I think it's really harmful.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
know it's very prevalent.
I think, and because a lot of what we do translates to social media,
Yeah.
whether you're an actor, a model,
Yeah.
whatever. So I think because social media is so negative and everyone wants to just look their absolute classic shape जो होती है ना best की
Totally.
boys के लिए
Totally.
जो है और या जो girls के लिए है.
अच्छा ये भी नहीं है कि अगर आप you're well built तो आप popular है. नहीं well built भी नहीं ज़्यादा होना.
ज़्यादा
आपको
नहीं होना,
आपको
हाँ.
आपको वो जो एक term है ना चूजा चिकना लगना है आपको. वो
Exactly.
एक certain type of face वो ढूंढते हैं.
When I came into the modeling industry, मुझे लगा था मेरे लिए काम आसान होगा because I was fit.
Yeah.
I was a trainer at that point also. But then I had to cut down because every photographer would tell me टांगे थोड़ी मोटी हैं, ज़्यादा built
Thighs
हैं. तुम थोड़े ज़्यादा arnett लगते हो, थोड़ा कम करो अपने
Yeah.
आप को.
They
So,
want lean.
yeah, they want fully lean. With fashion, I still like understand a little bit because brands want their clothes to look a certain way on you. I understand a little bit, but they really push the envelope when it comes to that. कि वो उनको बिल्कुल ही perfect चाहिए कि आप हैंगर बन जाओ और हैंगर की तरह अगर आपके ऊपर कपड़े नहीं आ रहे, कहीं पे भी कोई कर्व आ रहा है, तो then they're gonna have a problem with it. But I feel like the people, brands की तो problem है ही, the people conducting the shoots, उन पे ज़्यादा responsibility
crass,
आती है. Because if a photographer is telling you, at the end of the day, तस्वीर तो उसने ही खींचनी है आपकी, या videographer नहीं बनानी है.
बिल्कुल.
So अगर सिर्फ ये लोग अपने आप को थोड़ा सा चेंज कर लें तो there could be a lot of body positivity and I see it with people.
पूरा environment change होना चाहिए. उसकी बहुत ज़रूरत है. But okay, so I'm somebody who's always worked in fashion and aesthetic and you know that perfection, visual perfection is important. I understand that,
completely.
right? And I understand that you know certain people look better and certain people don't look so good. But that shouldn't be the reason for being judged a certain way. Like जब मैं कहती हूँ कि एक बंदा हीरो नहीं लग रहा और मैं अक्सर ये बात करती हूँ और लोग मुझे कहेंगे कि यार आप you point it out, you know, फलाना doesn't look like a hero. That doesn't mean that they don't have the looks for a hero or they don't look a certain way. It means that they don't have
Aura.
the combination, the aura. And that aura, you don't have to have the perfect face or the perfect nose or the perfect body. You could have anybody could have an aura. And look at Nigella, for example. She's always been overweight.
Yes.
But my God, I think she was
one of the
sexiest
most,
yeah, people on in a food show.
and grace and just
Grace,
personality oozes
absolutely,
from her.
absolutely.
कि मैं उसका उस उम्र में
Yeah.
और इस उम्र में भी मैं कहता हूँ कि यार ये औरत she oozes personality.
Absolutely. So I think it's a combination of everything. If people worked on their personalities as much as they work on their body, things would look better and be better.
This is a great line. I think if there's a takeaway from this interview,
Yeah.
is to work on your personality. अपने personality के थोड़े से sets लगाएं, लोगों को thank you कहें, please कहें, appreciate people.
Appreciate करें. नहीं, a friend of mine said कि you know encouraging me to go to the gym. This was before I had started. And he said that, Jai, you must go once a week, chali jaye. Start once a week, but you must go to the gym. It'll be life changing. I got really annoyed at a certain point, and I said, I don't want to go to the gym, but okay, I'll go to the gym once a week. If you read one book once a week, you won't be able to. Barter, you won't be able to because दिमाग फंस जाता है कि नहीं किताब पढ़ के मैंने क्या करना है मैं भी यही सोच रही हूँ मैंने क्या करना है जिम जाके तो people need to work on their personalities as well.
Yeah, I think convincing people to do something that's good for them, there should be a way. आप उनको बस ये नहीं कह सकते this is good for you, कर लो. And I've been there. I've tried to convince one of my sisters to exercise because she was getting really overweight और उसको भी ये knees और उसके problem आ रहे थे. तो मैंने तब रियलाइज किया था कि शुरू में मैं उसे कहता था यार क्या कर रही हो प्लीज एक्सरसाइज कर लो ये वो बट देन आई रियलाइज कि इट्स नॉट रेजोनेटिंग विद हर वो अनॉय हो रही है मेरी बातों से कि यार तुम उसको लग रहा है कि मैं उसको फैट शेम कर रहा हूँ आपकी हो सकती है कि आपकी इंटेंशन सही है बट इट कम्स ऑफ इन अ डिफरेंट वे एंड देन आई टुक अ डिफरेंट अप्रोच एंड देन आई टॉक टू हर अबाउट मे बी you have kids I don't you wouldn't want them to see you in a certain manner so if not do it for yourself or if you feel like whatever your lifespan is or however you want to live you're okay with it but they also don't deserve they're 10 and you can't go to the park with them so there's different ways I guess of convincing people to do something.
Even as a kid I still remember things that I've heard all my life as I would call body shaming dialogues I've heard अच्छा जब लोग कहते हैं you put on weight do you think I don't know that even every pound oh you've put on weight oh don't wear this इसमें मोटी लगोगी don't wear this color it makes you look fat I've even heard that people who would put on weight they lack self-respect ये भी and stuff like that and it's just like and you're like really okay
I think weight is not the main problem when it comes to health it's building yourself up as a healthy individual on the inside.
So I understand that weight plays a very important role and no overweight person has had a long healthy life. It does add up. I mean obviously यार आपकी body आपकी जो weight होना चाहिए उससे ज़्यादा carry कर रही है तो वो suffer तो करेगी.
But most लोग don't when they give you these comments they don't care about how your health.
No,
they care about how you look
optics.
and how you look only. Optics पे होता है और वहाँ पे मसला आता है कि आप लोगों को कन्विंस करते हो गलत चीज़ों की वजह से to start taking a better diet or a better exercise regimen. It doesn't matter. For me, मेरे लिए ये नहीं होता कि एक इंसान 50 pounds का है या 150 pounds का है या 300 pounds का है. It's about how healthy they are in the inside. I mostly, if I give someone advice कि यार maybe come to the gym with me or maybe, do you want to work out at home? I can send you a plan or if someone's telling me कि मेरी diet बहुत खराब है तो I'll be like I'll make a plan for you.
Yeah.
At that point my motivation is not to make them lose weight. My motivation is just for them कि यार उनकी lungs सही चल रही हो उनका दिल सही हो. So instead of living to 60 they might live a healthier or they even if they die at 50
it's quality of life na?
Yes,
as long as they maintain the quality of life like my doctor said you'll be fine till 40 your weight will hit you like a ton of bricks then it starts like packing its punch. I mean it did eventually it was like मैं चल ही नहीं सक रही तो फिर obviously तकलीफ तो हो रही थी ना.
True.
Balance out हो गया बिल्कुल तो yeah.
This is motivation.
Yeah.
One more question for you.
Yeah.
And that is one piece of advice for anyone in your age bracket. Because taking up fitness at your age is very hard.
Yeah.
And I think maybe 1 out of 100 people would make that choice at that point.
Yeah.
उस point तक लोग कहते हैं कि बस अब जो हो गया है हो गया.
Yeah.
अब मेरी जिंदगी यही है.
Yeah.
What is one piece of advice that you would give to someone who wants to start working on your health at
just fall in love with yourself. It's really no person is worth that attention that you would compromise your own happiness for somebody else, whether it's a loved one or a husband or a child or anybody. All relationships are important, but the most important relationship is the one you have with yourself. And when you wake up in the morning, you should feel happy. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you should feel happy. You should like what you see, and you shouldn't be ashamed at any point in life. And if there's something that you don't like, change it. You know, if something is holding you back, change it. A lot of people say ना कि छोड़ दिया अपने आप को बस अब क्या करना है, you know, बच्चे पैदा कर लिए whatever. नहीं, why?
Yeah.
You need to be your best version of yourself for you,
Yeah.
because it will make you feel happy. It will give you a sense of achievement and all of that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think people, आपको नहीं पता आपने कब तक जिंदा रहना है, तो आप अपनी quality of life at 30, 40, 50
Yeah.
बिल्कुल ही छोड़ दो,
Yeah.
and then you're living till 80
Yeah.
and you're not enjoying your life, उसका कोई
Absolutely.
फायदा नहीं है.
Absolutely.
And weight नहीं matter करता, that's not the important
I
part.
think करता है वैसे
मतलब-
weight matter eventually, but
हाँ,
it
weight matter
shouldn't be
definitely
the-
करता है. It
हाँ.
shouldn't be like the primary
Yeah,
goal
yeah, yeah.
for you wanting to be healthier.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that was my 10 questions with Amna.
Oh, was it 10 questions?
Yes,
It seemed
that was
like
exactly.
more. Okay, nice.
हमने
Yeah.
थोड़ा सा spin off
हाँ,
किया था
हाँ,
into different
हाँ,
things.
हाँ.
That was my 10 questions. So proud of her for taking up this fitness journey. I always love to see it. People who are older than I am,
Yeah.
and who especially have never been into health or fitness, and they take up, they're starting to love themselves. And the things you said about love yourself more, it doesn't matter कि आप कर क्या रहे हो.
Yeah.
If you're loving yourself more, then that's the only thing that you need to care about.
And also work on your personality.
हाँ,
As
but-
much
oh,
as you're working on your body.
ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों को ये वाले सेट्स लगाने की ज़रूरत है. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. I am Zirar Khan. This is Amna Ihsani, and that's a wrap.